I had the biggest crush on this guy. I chose him to be my scene partner. I was like, hey, you want to be my scene partner? I was like, that's how I slid. I was like, hey, you want to be my scene partner? Like, would you say yes to me?
Exactly.
Right?
Right. How can you not say yes to that?
Direct, straight to the point. I was like, and because I wanted him. Okay, I wanted him. Okay? I was just like, and then he was like, yeah. So then, I was like, let's do rehearsals at my place.
Okay, Jade. Hello, and welcome to Situaseans podcast. I'm your host, Sean Michael Williams, aka seanydoo. You can call me Sean, seanydoo. Does not matter to me. I'm just glad that y'all are here. Have a special guest here, Jade, aka Jadasaur.
Ooh, what up, Sean? Welcome to the Situations podcast.
Yes. As you can see, and here, my guest, Jade, she's like amazing. Like, so she is a actress. She is a, comedian, a musician, a car enthusiast, a civilian prankster, a social media influencer. Like, come on, all these hats you wear. Phenomenal.
Thank you. Wow. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he is an actor, a musician, and a comedian.
I try to be funny.
You're pretty funny. And most of all, a kind dude. He's like really kind from the soul, like, honestly. So I feel like y'all are really lucky.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
listening to him. He's a good dude. I could tell.
I'm a cry. Likewise, you are such a kind, gentle soul, and you are so driven, motivated just by everything that we've talked about offline before recording. I was like, wow, like this girl's out here making boss moves.
I mean, so are you. We're just following the leaders right now.
Exactly. Yeah. We're just pursuing our passions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Go all the way the fuck off. You know how some people say go off? It's go all the way the fuck off over here.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of go all the way the fuck off, get your go all the way the fuck off t-shirts. So if you see it pop up on screen, if you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, you'll see it pop up here. Go to situationspodcast.com, click on the merch tab, get your shirts.
Get your shirts.
Yeah. Now you definitely have to do it because Jade said so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But yeah, like just dating in general and just all the stuff we're going to be talking about, we're going to be, talking about, all the, like your career, like as a creator, we're going to be talking about, just relationships in general, like, LA and living, all that stuff. And we got some Hinge and Unhinged dating app profile prompts that you all submitted that we'll be unpacking as well.
Whoa.
But so much going on.
Whoa. Y'all are into the dating tea, huh?
Oh yes.
Wow.
All the tea.
All the tea.
But yeah, like speaking of dating, just like in general, like in the whole dating environment, like, how's dating going for you?
Okay, so when I moved to LA, all I found were psychos. Like I was just dating psychos.
Oh no.
Everyone I met was, for some reason, I don't know, maybe my pool, I just tend to choose them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my choice was bad, but I've had like crazy personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh no.
Have you had crazy personalities too?
Oh, I've definitely had some, like a few crazy personalities. Unfortunately, I feel so bad that women encounter like so many crazy men out there.
Wait. Who has more in LA? Are there more crazy men or crazy women?
Ooh, I don't think I've been here long enough to be able to tell. I feel like everybody's crazy. Like we're all a little bit crazy in some way, right?
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I do hear a lot about unhinged men out here, though. I do hear that. So maybe it's the men that are more crazy.
I mean, would you do some unhinged stuff here?
I mean, would I do unhinged things? No.
No, you're a good boy.
I mean, I'm a good boy as far as like, if you see me out and like out and about or whatever, but in the bed, I'm a bad boy.
I didn't expect that. Oh man. Is it because you're an introvert?
Oh, I'm an extrovert to the T.
Oh, you're an extrovert.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, so then what do you do that's bad?
So, you know, I mean, like all the sex stuff or like
the sex stuff.
Oh, we're getting there. All right. Well, then hold on to y'all seats and everything. We're about to like unpack some. It's going to get hot in here.
We're allowed to talk about this, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, so I love making women come before I come.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so, you know, I love, you know, like eating women out. Like I'm really good at, you know, like fingering, like all of that from what I've been told, of course, you know, like, of course, guys can have their own perceptions, but just like feedback that I've been told by, you know, like other women and stuff like that. But like that, you know, like the audience is getting some tea right here. They've never heard this side of me before. So yeah, they're about to hear some stuff. But yeah, that also, you know, like I love doing crazy sex positions, like upside down, fucking on the counter, like, you know, like
because you're a dancer.
Exactly.
Right? All dancers know how to do that stuff.
Yeah. Like
wait, on the counter, continue the sex positions.
Absolutely. Fucking like on a chair or like me standing up holding somebody like while I'm fucking them. I love all positions. You know, it's for me, I'm all about like pleasuring the other person, making sure that the other person comes before I do, because and I think the reason why too is because you hear so many sad stories about women who aren't able to come in bed because guys don't care. They're like once the guy gets his rocks off, okay, you go home. I'll call you an Uber or some shit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And so from an early age, I lost my virginity at 14. So like from
wait, from an older girl?
Yeah, she was like turning 18. She was like 17, turning 18. Yeah.
So wait, isn't that 18? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So technically she was almost about to be an adult by the time, like, you know, yeah, we were going at it or whatever. But so even at an early age, I always just loved pleasing women. And so it was just.
Did she come on to you?
Yeah. So she had, you know, she like, you know, liked me and everything. And so I was like, oh, you know, I like her too. I'll see what this is about. And one day she said her parents weren't home or whatever. And I went over to her house and, we got down and dirty.
Wait, but like who initiated the sex?
Oh, I think it was definitely her though.
What did she do to initiate?
So she pretty much, you know, what were we doing? We were like watching TV or whatever at her house. But yeah, so she kind of started it. And basically what happened was we were watching like TV or whatever. And then she just like has like her hand like on my leg or whatever. And then she like comes up near my crotch. And so we started making out. Things get hot and heavy. She was like, she was like, "Well, do you want to go to my bedroom?" I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Did you know what was gonna happen?
Oh, I knew.
You knew? That means you're. Oh, I'm about to get laid for the first time.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then.
And so we got down and dirty. I remember like the one move that I definitely had to get used to or whatever was like missionary. You know, like how a lot of people like, oh, missionary is primary. It's like the easiest thing or whatever. I hated it at first because I was like, I'm not like, you know, I feel like it was for me, I was like, this seems too vanilla. So even from an early age, I was like, I want to like, you know, I want to like make her come. I want to make her squirt. Like, you know, so I would, you know, do doggy style and all these other stuff or whatever, all these other moves and stuff like that. But it took me a bit to get into like the, you know, missionary or whatever, just like to like it. It was okay. It was fun, but it wasn't like, missionary, you know?
Oh, is that how most guys feel about missionary? Or that was just your experience?
That's just my experience. Honestly, I have no idea how guys feel about missionary. These days, I would say missionary is like not my main like not my main.
What's your go-to position?
Okay, so my go-to position. Oh, like this one is probably one that definitely does some damage if you catch my drift. So this one, so it's like if you have somebody like laying down on the bed, like if the woman's laying down on the bed, but she's laying like on her side or whatever. Okay. I like, you know, like, you know, being on top of her or whatever. And then like, you know, like going in like that way. Cause you're hitting
like this. And then you're like, she's on the side and then you're like this.
Exactly. So she's like
so you're
on
doing
her
like
side.
you're doing some side.
And then
Oh, so okay.
So that's one of my favorites, doggy style, of course. And then another move where like a woman's like legs is like above like her head or whatever, and you're
that's
getting
crazy.
deep in. Yeah, so I got it's a few moves that that I like, but yeah. How about you?
I like doggy a lot.
Yeah,
yeah. I don't think I've tried the head one before.
Yeah.
I like the standing. I like standing, and standing's cool.
Absolutely.
Standing is awesome.
It is.
Because it's like you feel like you're about to fall, but you don't fall.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? It's like kind of dangerous, kind of not dangerous.
Exactly.
And it's just like you're standing.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
I just discovered that recently, that you could stand and do it. I didn't know you could do that before, but it was just like I was like, and then now I'm addicted to standing.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And
yeah.
Have you ever done it up against the wall, while the guy's standing up, like he's got you in his arms and you're both up against the wall?
Not against the wall. I never done it against the wall before.
Oh, I recommend it. I recommend it.
Oh wow.
Highly recommend it.
Oh, because the wall offers support, so then you could like poke it better, right?
Yeah, that offers a little bit of support. And then sometimes people just think, oh man, this is like hot because it's up against the wall.
Oh, I've seen that in movies.
Yeah.
But I never tried it.
Yeah.
Up against the wall. That's crazy.
And I think sometimes the movies kind of overplay it, make it seem it's even more, like, I don't know. I hate how the movies make it seem as if the woman's going to come in 3 seconds. It's like Hollywood, no.
How long does it take for a woman to come?
Yeah. So I feel like in my own experience, like it's been like a range between like 10 minutes, whatever. I've had some in like even like a minute if I'm like, like hitting it in a certain direction or whatever.
Direction?
Yeah. So like I've in my own experience, man, people are really getting like the deep details. I love this. I'm gonna get so many comments on like or whatever as far as like, what the fuck, Sean? Like, okay, like give us more. No, but in my own experience, I felt like a lot of women have come with me whenever they're riding on top, where there's like cowgirl, reverse cowgirl. I've noticed that more, or even doggy style a couple of times, but more so like, yeah, if I'm laying down, a woman's like on top riding or whatever. Yeah, I've noticed more women have come from that.
Oh wow! What do they come like through their clit or through their vaginal?
Yeah, so they're like so I've had like a good number of women that orgasm and like me, that shit turns me the fuck on. Like,
do they orgasm from like when they orgasm? Do they like pulsate or like what's going on?
Yeah, so they're like like pulsating like they're jerking like And then I've had some times where like someone squirted and like they just like squirted on my face or whatever, and I was like, yeah, give me more.
How many girls have you made come?
Yeah, so I would I feel like the internet is gonna be like cap or whatever, but again, this is like my own experience, whatever. They're gonna think I'm like, I'm just making shit up, but I feel like at least like somewhere between like 70 to 80% of the women that I've been with, I've made them come and I think it's just like, it's about reading the woman's body, reading how she's moaning, like watching the signs and how like she's moving. And I think that's the one thing that a lot of men don't pay attention. Yep. And that's the key. And men be like, why can't I make her come? Why can't I make her come? You're not listening to her body. You're not in tune with her. You're not her emotions. That's
You're preaching right there.
Right? Like, give me
wow. That's crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Because it's like all the little things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, but it's hard to catch.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing about it is we got guys out there that want to like, let's say a guy is like fingering a girl or whatever. He's like doing it all fast, whatever, thinking like this is going to work. Yeah, are you going to come? Are you going to come? It's like, no, what the fuck? It's like, how much like if some girl was like jerking on your dick, like fucking hard as shit or whatever, like you wouldn't come either. So there's a science to it. You just gotta like do like a little motion. If you're watching on YouTube or Spotify, like just do like a little motion like this, and then as she's moaning like a little bit more, you can you can increase the speed a little bit more. Another move that's like my favorite, if I'm not making a woman come from sex, if I'm making her come just from like fingering or mouth activity, one of my favorite moves to do is I call it the Spider-Man. So it's like you spit
on them?
Right. to a spit on that thing. So it's basically like, like whenever a girl is like already like, now guys only do this if a woman is like, not every woman's gonna like this. I'm gonna just like start with that. But I'm just gonna say, the best time to really get into that is obviously when a woman's already, wet and pretty much, kind of already in there. So if a woman's wet, you can just go ahead and like get like, like your 2 fingers. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm doing the Spider-Man hands,
Okay.
your 2 fingers, whatever. And then you just go right inside like her, vaginal canal. And you just do that. And if she's, like getting wet and moaning more, you can just do it even like faster and faster or whatever. And, and then like, yeah, like, there's a good number of women that will squirt and come. And then some women, not every woman squirts, whatever. Like, I can't remember the statistic, but it's like it's a low percentage of women that squirt during an orgasm. But yeah, you will get some women that will squirt and some will just, come as far as like their body, jerking or, making or pulsating. But you can read that if you, if you're good about it. But yeah.
How do you turn on a girl?
Yeah. So I feel like I'm the guest now. Yeah. You're asking great questions.
No, I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I feel like for me, if I'm turning on a girl, like I guess like what's the scenario? Are we already at my place or are we like on a date?
Okay, on a date.
Okay.
How do you like in the beginning stages, first date?
Yeah, so if I'm on a date and I'm liking like where the vibe's going, you're like, yeah, I kind of like want to know more about them because I'm a people person. I like knowing about people and what makes people, what makes us us. Mm-hmm. So just learning about somebody, learning about like what, like what their likes are, what their dislikes are, like what their passions and stuff like that is, it definitely informs me on the other, like, as the person on a date with them, like, oh, okay, is this person a match for me as far as like what we're communicating back and forth? And if I like her, I'll start, like some light flirting, like example, I don't know, like let's say a woman is like, I'm on a date with somebody and she's like, yeah, I've never, checked out this museum or something like that or whatever. And the conversation's going really well where I can kind of gauge or tell that there might be a next date or whatever. Like I'll try to like flirt a little bit. I'll be like, I'll be like, yeah, I definitely like museums too. Cause I actually do like museums, but I'll be like, yeah, I like museums too. And, I don't know, who knows? Maybe sometime we can check out a museum together and just, spend a day together, So I'll kind of like ease on into it. Cause I think one of the things too is you don't want to come on too strong, too fast, too hard on the first date. So I try to like, ease in and just like, not get too far ahead of myself.
Oh, wow. Like wait, so how many dates before you bang?
Man, okay. I'm gonna have to ask you the same questions too.
Oh,
then.
For sure, you can ask me the same questions. I don't mind.
Because the audience, they're gonna be
I don't mind.
The audience is gonna be like, wait a minute, we're hearing all of Sean's tea, but what about Jade's tea? Wait, what was the question?
How many dates before you bang?
Oh yes. So I typically, so in the past, I used to be like the first or second date if the vibes were like like there. But now it's like maybe like the third or fourth date because I want to get like get to know somebody and stuff like that. And like I said, like my dating life currently at the moment, we'll just leave it ambiguous up in the air or whatever. I plead the fifth or whatever. But basically, like, my dating life is like I'm just like trying to just like focus on all the acting stuff. But of course, Shawnee gets his.
When you want it, do you get it when you want it?
But do I like? Do I get like? No, I feel like it's. I feel like it's not like I'm more of a like let's just see like
how it goes.
we can make it work, whatever. See how it goes. So it's definitely like that. I feel like, again, like the third or fourth day for me, I feel comfortable at that point because it's like we've gone on enough dates to know whether or not we want to continue to see each other. So why not,
why not bang by then?
Exactly. Why not get it on? But everybody's different. How about you? How many dates?
Okay. How many dates it takes for me to bang? Honestly, it's different for every person.
Mm-hmm.
For some dates it takes months. Yeah. For some guys with me, I just take months because I just take my time, right? But I think shortest would be like 5.
Okay, yeah.
5, around 5, I think. Yeah. If I like the guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Otherwise, I think I am probably like a friend or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like for sure. Like of all like the dating apps, I felt like Hinge was probably the one where I, in the past felt like I guess got the most quality dates or people that, weren't unhinged.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Is that not the experience for you?
Wait. They're okay. I would say they're like the best quality matches. I agree.
Yeah.
I had an ex-boyfriend from Hinge. That's why.
Yeah.
I met it actually worked for me. Hinge worked for me. I actually dated someone from Hinge. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many people did you date from Hinge?
I want to say maybe like 110. I want to say like
110 first dates.
Yeah, first dates. And if you count the total dates, oh my goodness, like my audience are gonna like flip the fuck out.
What's the total dates?
180. So the only way that I was ever able to audit this and keep track, I had to put on like a Google Calendar. I would put a rose.
That's how much
next to. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
So how many dates were you getting per day? How many dates were you going on per day?
Oh, per day. So it was probably maybe 3 or 4 dates per week, like in the past. Like I said,
how do you get that many?
So I was just really good about, conversing on the apps and just, keeping a conversation going. And just, I guess my dating app profile too was very thought out and intentional. Because I'm sure as a woman, you've seen plenty of low quality profiles of guys with a fish in their profile, or guys like a car selfie or a mirror selfie or whatever. So it's like.
So you had good pictures.
Yeah, I had really good pictures on the apps. Yeah. So
I think it's really the girls are all about the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think I had guy friends that told me that they had terrible luck on Hinge.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So that's crazy because your experience is so different.
Yeah. Trying to improve your skincare game? Guess what? I got a little something for you. You can improve the health of your skincare with the Vogue approved. Yes, you heard that right. Vogue as in Vogue magazines, the models. Yes, that Vogue. The Vogue approved beauty product, Herbal Face Food, the most potent anti-aging, multi-correction skincare product on the market. Yes. So hit that link in the show notes or video description and use our code SPHFF to get 20% off at checkout. Visit herbalfacefood.com to get started. That's herbalfacefood.com. All right. And use code S as in Sam, P as in pineapple, H as in Henry, F as in Frank, F as in Frank to get 20% off at checkout. That's SPHFF to get 20% off. All right. herbalfacefood.com. Okay. Y'all got the hookup. So let them know that Situaseans podcast sent you. All right.
Well, how many second dates then?
Yeah, so I'd say out of 180, something dates total.
Yeah.
Second dates, maybe just under half that, because of course, no, wait a minute. Yeah, I'd say about half, 50 to 60% were second dates, because of course, it was kind of an even split as far as me not being interested in the second date and they're not interested in the second date.
Mm-hmm.
Basically is just how would you say, how on the first date, you have a conversation, you figure out whether you like each other or whatever. I feel because I was dating so many people in a week, because it was 3 to 5 people per week. It was, I think, not to sound like a typical man, but because I had other dates lined up and I was like, well, this person and I don't really vibe, so I'm not going to try to go for a second date to see if there's a vibe. Because you know how sometimes you can catch a vibe after the second or third date, because of course there's nerves and stuff on the first date. But yeah, how about you?
How about me? What?
As far as how many dates total have you gone?
Dude, honestly, not as many as you. Probably in total less than 8.
Less than 8.
Less than 8, dude. I don't go on a lot of first dates.
Oh,
because
wow.
of that bad experience I had that one time. So it kind of scarred me.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, people online are crazy. And I was like, I don't want to do this no more.
Did you turn off
no,
Hinge?
I just deleted it. I just deleted all of that. I was like, fuck, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, 180 is crazy. And then none of them stalked you. That's crazy.
None of them stalked me.
That's amazing. I guess the men are crazier than women. Some in LA, I don't know. That's
Yeah.
wow.
I can feel the judgment. I'm just kidding.
No, I wish I went on 180 dates. Like I wish I liked, I wish like that'd be fun, right? But I was like, I just wasn't feeling them. Like I was like, damn. Like the first 3, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, of course everybody has like their luck or their lack thereof luck or whatever on dating apps, but it's so complicated. The apps are,
And I feel like girls are like pretty picky. So it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, what's your favorite race?
Honestly, I don't even have a favorite.
You have a type?
No, I wait. I take that back. I have a type. I have a favorite type. It's all about character. So I never been. So I never been like, oh yeah, it has to be like this, like certain like group of people. So for clarity, I have been with every ethnicity. So like
oh wow,
yeah, and I feel like probably if I had to kind of scale as far as like like what race of people that I've had the most like relations with or whatever, probably would be maybe white and Hispanic.
Oh wow, white girls like you, huh?
Yeah.
The Latinas, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed that because I was at the gym with my black homie and this Latina girl just like hit on him hard. She had a beautiful big ass, right? It was like huge. I kept looking at it. I was like, oh man. And then she's like, oh, I need help. I need help in this squat rack thing. Can you help spot me? She's like, is this how you do it? And then she put her hand on her. She put his hand on her ass.
Oh, damn! In the middle of the gym,
made him squeeze it. And she's like, is this how you do it? And I was like, I love it. The audacity. People are so brave here.
Right.
So brave. So I can see how Latinas, like they love.
Yeah.
They're all over y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've definitely been with like every race and ethnicity. And like I enjoy my I've enjoyed like my time in the past with everybody. I don't think, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think it's important to expand like your horizons, to for like those that are listening and watching. It's important to like just, learn about people of different cultures, like different, backgrounds, all that stuff. So I think just because I've had friends of just different ethnicities, I think it was only innate or whatever, as far as just like me, never really having a certain type. Cause since again, just growing up, of course, like the area that I grew up in Chicago was mostly black or a little bit Hispanic, but as far as the friends that I had around me, it was people of all different backgrounds.
Have you ever been with an Asian girl?
I have.
How many Asian girls?
Oh, this is. I mean, I could definitely tell you offline.
Oh, okay. You don't want to reveal that. I got you. Okay.
Oh yeah, I could definitely tell.
But you had your experiences with Asian girls?
I have.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
Koreans, Chinese, all of the Asians, all the flavors of Asia.
Oh yes.
Taiwanese.
Yeah.
Cambodian.
Yes.
Thai.
No Malaysians or no Thai. No.
Singaporeans.
Yes.
Japanese.
Yes.
Japanese.
Absolutely.
Where?
Chicago.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're rare in Chicago, aren't they?
Yeah. It's and I ended up actually coming across this person via a friend of a friend. So we were like all like making music, whatever. This was like, like early. Goodness, this was like early on in my dating, kind of like what do you call it, journey. So this was like 2018 or 2019 after like my divorce or whatever.
No way, I had no idea.
Yeah. So long story short, I was married at 24, divorced at 26. My ex-wife cheated on me a month before the wedding. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
But you're good now. You're in good hands now.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. And she cheated on me with some guy who dropped into her DMs on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah. And so the first year of that marriage, I tried to trust her, but I just couldn't. The second year, I had asked for the divorce, so her lawyers filed like the paperwork, and then like I got my lawyer, and then we just did the divorce.
How did you guys meet?
So we met in high school. We weren't.
You're all high school sweethearts?
Not really. We were friends in high school, but we never dated until like college.
Later. Gotcha.
Yeah. We dated like later. So we were just friends like all through high school. And then, I was just going through a rough patch with an ex and then going through a rough patch with my stepdad or whatever. And, she was just there at some of the most hardest moments. And then, we got together and, but yeah, like I glad that I moved past all that. Like none of that really affects me anymore.
I feel like trauma brings people closer together.
It does.
Do you know trauma makes people fall in love?
Yes.
Did you know that?
That was my last relationship. Trauma bonded.
What happened? Why were y'all wait, what was the trauma that y'all was bonded with?
Y'all are getting all the good tea. So I feel like with this one, she and I were both abused by, so she was like, I was abused by my stepdad growing up, my siblings and I. So he would beat us, like, put hands on us, say the most atrocious things, like, I'll kill you in your fucking sleep, stuff like that. And her dad was abusive towards her and her siblings. So we already kind of like understood childhood trauma, and that kind of brought us together. But the thing about me is I had theater, acting, all these other outlets to process, and she didn't have that, and she didn't, use any other outlets to process her hurt and pain. So she projected. And yeah.
I have noticed that's like a common issue with couples, is that like females tend to project in female male relationships. Females tend to project.
Yeah.
Because I think they need to find hobbies to get it out. You gotta have hobbies to like get out that bad stuff, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. So, but yeah, like it's all about just knowing your worth, knowing your value. And that was one thing that she definitely did not do. She would just, invalidate me and stuff like that. She would say, well, I don't feel this way, Sean. Neither should you. Like, what the fuck? Who says that?
Oh, wow. That's very manipulative, toxic.
Mm-hmm. So
would you say you're a toxic person?
No.
You're like not toxic at all. I can tell.
I just, because the thing about it is I like talking things out. I love like some guys don't like talking about feelings. Me, I'm all about it. I'm like, let's talk about it. Let's definitely, find middle ground. Like, yeah, we don't have to agree on everything, but let's, not go at each other's throats, whatever.
Oh, wow. So nice.
Yeah. I feel like, it's, I don't know, maybe it's, to me, I'm like, it's easy to like not escalate and get to a 10. I think like to me, it's easy to like, problem solve and resolve conflict, but some people out there, they just don't know how to do that. So yeah. How about you? What are you like in a relationship? What's your relationship dynamic? Or like when you're in one?
I'm usually the chill one.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to make it sound like the other person's bad or anything, but I'm usually the chill one.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually, man, I've been in some toxic relationships. Where they're overprotect, like insecure. They always need affirmation. Always.
Oh yeah. Ooh, yeah. I've had that in the past with what do you call it? Exes, and yeah. Like because there is a such thing as like toxic affirmations, where it's like every 5 seconds you want somebody to like tell you that how pretty you are or how handsome you are or whatever.
Oh yeah. Or like sometimes they're needy, or but I've had like good relationships where like the guy's like a super nice guy too. Like I had good, but honestly, dude, it's hard to say because it's a different dynamic with each person.
Yeah,
so it's hard to say.
Absolutely. Do you have like a type? Like a type? Like a person that you date or whatever, or attracted to or whatever?
Yeah, I think I definitely have a type.
Oh, okay.
I definitely. Who doesn't have a type, right? I don't know.
See,
maybe you don't have a type, right?
My type is just character. As long as there's a vibe.
No,
like...
exactly. That's my type. That's my type too. Character. Like it's honestly, it's all about the vibe. There's like a certain character I go for.
Mm-hmm. We're all like I guess products of like the environments that we live in.
Because I was because it's comfortable.
Exactly. You know. And that's and like I think your experience is definitely something that a lot of people also share, because like a lot of white people that I know, like, oh, I mostly date or sleep or prefer white people because I grew up around that, or that's what I know, or that's my culture. And then black is the same thing or whatever. And I always felt like I never really belonged, as far as like that whole what race do I like? That's why I was like, yeah, I really don't have a preference or whatever, because I just had friends and I've been comfortable with people in many different cultures and environments, because I just got outside my comfort zone and not forced myself, but I wanted to be like, well, I want to have friends or know about this culture. Or I want to know about, this culture. I just want to like try different foods. That's another reason too, why, probably the primary reason why I, am intentional about other cultures, because I'm a foodie.
Oh, because you want to try other foods. That's crazy.
That's one of the...
I want to try your food. I want to try your food.
Yeah.
So which food is your favorite food?
Yeah. So I love sushi the most.
Wow. Me too. I love sushi too.
Yeah. And I feel like food is like a heavy part of culture. So it's just like those kind of go hand in hand. And I think that's kind of like what got me into like, just associating.
Do you like uni and the fish stuff?
Yeah, I do. And like, I really like sashimi. I love like the sushi rolls. I love, my favorite rolls is the dragon eel rolls.
Oh, I love that too.
And salmon avocado, tuna avocado, and spicy stuff like the spicy tuna or whatever.
Man, I love the shellfish stuff. Like whatever's in the shell, I eat.
Oh, yes.
Well, anything in the shell. I'll eat anything in the shell.
I love like the oysters, mussels, all that.
That stuff.
All of it. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, can you do me a really quick favor? Can you please rate and review this podcast? Like hit that 5-star review, because I do read all the reviews because this helps me know how this podcast is helping others and how this podcast is serving you, because my job as a host is to serve you this podcast the way that you would prefer it to be. So would you say the dating scene in LA is unhinged?
What does unhinged mean?
So it's just like crazy. It's like not preferable. It's like, I don't like this. It's just very nuts. I don't even fuck with this.
Okay. Okay. I think it's like a bag of nuggets. It's like sometimes you're going to get a golden nugget, but the golden nuggets are the crazy ones.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it just depends on how lucky you are. It's like a lottery system.
Yeah.
So you never know because people hide it so well.
Mm-hmm.
So honestly, like, it's just how lucky you are. I don't know. I think it's unhinged if you're unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that. And how long have you been in LA?
I think I've been here for like 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Right on. And where'd you move from?
Okay, so I was living in San Francisco for like 6 months, and then I moved. I was like, where was I? Canada and a whole bunch of other Asian countries. I did like a whole tour before COVID, and then COVID kicked me back to Canada, Toronto, and then I had to move to San Francisco and then LA. So like a whole bunch of places.
Okay. So you're OG Canadian?
OG Canadian.
Okay.
OG Canadian.
All right. Love that.
Thanks.
So do you prefer LA over or California in general over Canada?
California all the way.
Okay.
My bad. Sorry, dude. I'm sorry, Toronto Raptors. But California's for me, baby.
They're like, Jade's citizenship, Canadian citizenship has been revoked.
I don't need it. Take it. You can have the free healthcare. I'll trade it. We're good.
That's so that's awesome.
No, I like USA way more, for real. Yeah.
And of all of this, so like, are there any like favorite things you like to do in LA?
Honestly, I don't go outside much. I just like the weather. I most of the time stay at home.
Yeah.
Most of the time stay at home. I don't go outside like you do. I would love to, but I love like going out in the sun, like, and just like beaming in the sun, walking.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, there's always good things to do in LA. I guess I just like being social and just out and about, just, you know, like connecting with different people and learning about other people. Like,
wow.
oh yeah, like example, if someone is like, oh, I do content creation or I'm a filmmaker, I'm like, oh, that's a connection I can have. I can like, you know.
I have to do that too.
Yeah.
I should be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Thank you. Teaching me stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I should be networking.
Yeah. Like
going out.
Exactly.
I'm in LA. What am I doing? Fucking staying home every day. What the fuck is wrong with me, man?
Right. If you're gonna pay expensive ass rent out here, you may as well connect with and make those connections and stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow. You go to like events and stuff, and you just talk to people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I'll definitely you know like exchange information and let you know about some of the events and stuff like that I attend.
Thanks.
For sure. But yeah, LA, I love LA. It's such a vibe. It's such a good city. Are there like any like funny dating stories from the past that you want to share with us, or anything that just stood out that was like, maybe like a guy on a date, you know, had, I guess, I don't know, didn't show up at all, or was late, or said something unhinged, like, you know.
Okay. I have like, man. Okay. I do have one crazy dating story, but this guy is like no other guy I've ever seen or like dealt with before. This is so different for me. I met him in acting school.
Mm-hmm.
His name, I shouldn't.
Oh no, yeah. Don't do that. I'm about to have my editors bleep that out. I was like, oh
no. Okay, but so I did like a method acting school, and I had the biggest crush on this guy. I chose him to be my scene partner. I was like, hey, you want to be my scene partner? I was like, that's how I slid. I was like, hey, you want to be my scene partner?
Wow,
like, would you say yes to me?
Exactly.
Right?
Right. How can you not say yes to that?
Direct, straight to the point. I was like, and because I wanted him. Okay, I wanted him. Yeah, I was just like, and then he was like, yeah. So then, I was like, let's do rehearsals at my place.
Okay, Jade. Okay,
let's do rehearsals at my place, and we'll get some weed. Let's go get some weed and do rehearsals at my place. So I was like, you know, trying to get at him. Yeah. I was trying to seduce him. I'm gonna be real. I was trying to seduce him. Okay, and so we started smoking weed, and apparently it was like one of his first times smoking weed. And he just went silent on me. Like he just stopped talking. Like for a good amount of time, he just went silent.
Damn. Is it like the weed just got to him?
I don't know. But I think the weed got to him.
Yeah.
He was acting like the weed got to him. I think the weed got to him. He was just silent. And then I was like, hey, are you okay? And then all of a sudden he started like talking very angrily in his foreign language. Like just like talking like he was angry at me in his foreign language. I'm like,
oh wow,
what the fuck is going on right now?
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey, I think I want you to leave right now. And he was like, you okay. So what I did was I ran into the bathroom because I was kind of scared, and he's like banging on the door, like, let me in. Let me in. Oh God. Let me in. Like, why are you closing the door, Jade? Like, what? Let me in. Like, come on. So then I was like, my crazy ass was like, okay, I'll let you in. I opened the door.
Jade.
I opened the door.
Have the scary movies not taught you? No, I'm just kidding.
No, and then nothing happened when I opened the door. Nothing happened when I opened the door.
Yeah.
And then my crazy ass was like, do you want to shower with me? I was like, do you want to shower with me?
Oh no.
Oh no. And I was like, oh wait, but we can only shower if you do not touch me. So I was like, let's see how this goes. Okay, I was like, let's see how crazy he gets. Okay. So then we started showering, and like 5 minutes in, my alarm hits like 12 midnight. Right. I think I had to do like a live stream I had to do some sort of live stream. So I was like, hey, like you gotta go because I have to do a live stream. Mm-hmm. And he was like, you hid cameras everywhere. Like, you fucking pranked me. Like, is this a prank?
Oh, what? What?
Is this a prank?
Oh my God.
And then he got angry and he started searching my whole house.
Oh, wow.
He was like, I'm gonna jump out the balcony if you don't find the cameras. And I'm like, dude, there's no cameras. I didn't prank you.
Right.
And then I'm like, you gotta go right now because you're crazy right now.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you gotta go right now or I'm calling the cops.
Mm-hmm.
And then he left.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. I'm glad you're okay. And I'm glad he didn't jump off the balcony or whatever.
Yeah.
Goodness. I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
But then it was my crazy ass's idea. You see, I let that happen.
I was gonna say you shouldn't have let him like in the shower or whatever. Like that was you shouldn't have let him in the door. You shouldn't have let him in the shower. I was yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have let that happen. But it was like, I think it was my crazy ass. And I was like, oh, let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
But you know what? Like, I think unfortunately what society has done is society unfortunately has put a lot of toxic, well, I'm sorry, not society. Men have put themselves in toxic situations as far as them being toxic themselves towards women. And women have to unfortunately be in the position of, since this guy is toxic, I don't know what he's capable of. Let me make him feel comfortable, so that he doesn't do something crazy or do something stupid. Like, the women has to be the one, like, with the sane, quote unquote, sane mentality. So the guy doesn't, do something crazy or God forbid, assault her, rape her or assault. So in that situation, like that was like very high stakes for you. And I know for a fact you were scared because you didn't know what the fuck he was capable of.
I was scared as shit.
Right, exactly. But indirectly, what your mind and what society unfortunately drills into women to do is make the other guy feel comfortable so that it eases the situation.
So I try to seduce him by showering with him.
Right.
Subconsciously so he won't hurt me.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I'm a genius. That's crazy. I saved myself by showering with him.
Thank
you for making me feel better about it.
No worries. No.
Oh, wow. I saved myself. Thank goodness.
Yeah. So like, I'm sorry you have to go through that though. Like, no woman should ever have to go through that. Women, if that ever happens to you, please call the cops. Like, we want you to be safe out there. Men, do better. Do fucking better. Please do better.
But not all men are like that. I just picked the wrong one.
Right. Just that, right. That one guy, that one guy.
Situaseans podcast is an open platform covering dating, relationships, mental and emotional life experiences. If you are looking to advertise your brand or product or would like to sponsor the show, send an email to situaseanspod@gmail.com. That's situaseanspod@gmail.com.
I definitely want to let our audience know about you as a musician and an influencer. Let's talk about the content stuff. Because they want to know, who what other stuff do you do? So I kind of want to know, as far as just I've seen clips of you singing, rapping, playing the piano. I want to know all the music talents. How did you get into music?
Okay, so I think when I was 6 or 7, my grandma beat me into playing piano.
Oh,
that's how I started playing piano.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit. When I was older, 18, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This shit's boring. Classical music is so boring. No, I don't want to do this. This is you guys make me do it for 45 minutes every single day. It's torture to me. I don't want to do it anymore. And then I stopped doing it for a while. And then a couple years later, I was like, you know what? I miss piano. I must just start playing covers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. And then I started liking that stuff. And then later on, when I got into acting school, I did this singing class. I was like, oh shit, this is so fun. I love this because you could do the emotional stuff. And then all my emotional stuff, I channeled to singing, and I felt so good when I was singing every single time.
Mm-hmm.
It's addicting, very addicting. So I fell in love with singing because of acting school, after acting school. And then, I did this music school called Icon Collective, but they had a vocal artist program. So I did that. And and then now I want to make songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do you have like a favorite genre of music that you like to perform or make?
I like pop music. Well, I like to make pop music, but I like listening to like R&B,
Yeah.
slow stuff to get
Mhm.
in the mood, to get in, like to seduce my mind in the mood, you know?
Yeah.
I like that slow stuff sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. But for me, I like to make fast, medium stuff.
All right. Love that. Yeah. As a rapper and like a musician like myself, I love it. I love just making music and just entertaining people and giving like, I guess, putting out wholesome content and stuff like that. But as far as rapping, I love speed rapping.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And I do some melodic rap too. Yeah.
That's cool. I love some
Yeah.
melodic rap.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist?
You're gonna judge me so hard. So I have three top favorite artists. Of course, like the shout outs to like the Biggies and the Tupacs and all that. But like, favorite artists that like I look up to personally would have to be Pitbull.
I love Pitbull, man.
Right? Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Singers, J-Lo and Whitney Houston. And then another rapper that I look up to a lot is Fetty Wap.
I love Fetty Wap. He's the best melodic rapper of all time.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
say best melodic rapper of all time, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And definitely a shout out to honorable mention to Juice WRLD as well.
I love Juice WRLD. Oh man, the other best of all
Right?
time, melodic rapper of all time. The other best melodic. I love him.
Yeah.
They're always, why are all the good ones dead?
Exactly.
Dude, I know why. Because they don't want the talent to soar through the roof.
Yeah, right. They're right. Exactly.
The Weeknd's people are killing the other melodic rappers. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, right. Exactly. There's some Illuminati
I think
shit
it's some
going on.
Illuminati shit going on. They don't want them to rise to the top. That's
Exactly.
crazy. And then XXX too, right?
Exactly.
That's
right. Fucking XXXTentacion.
crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So if any of y'all out there rapping, be good, but don't be great because you'll get offed by the Illuminati. No.
Unless they probably said no to joining. I don't know.
Right, probably, and then they probably came for them.
Crazy.
But yeah, and you rap as well. I saw some clips in your music video too that you were in.
Yeah, which one?
Well, the one with the guy that was wearing like the red suit when you were all out in the desert. I forget.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one was good. I was
That's
like,
some melodic stuff.
yeah. I was like, damn, Jade.
Oh, thanks. That's my first collab single. That's my first collab thing I've ever done. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, now that I know that you sing and make music and rap, I'm gonna be reaching out to you for
I'm releasing my first single Tuesday.
Ooh, okay. I cannot wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll like it.
Wait. Well, what's the name of it? Because by the time this comes out, it'll be out. So
It's called Hold On.
Hold On. All right. We're gonna drop the link right here in the video description in the
thanks.
show notes. So go check it out. Go check it out.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we're both artists now.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Now we got to keep in touch for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. And and so even just like the content creator side of you, as far as like, like the TikTok reels and stuff like that and like YouTube shorts. So you're a prankster. So tell me about what your videos consist of. What does it look like? Tell us about the setup.
Okay. So honestly, it's what I feel like during the day. Like if I feel like pranking people that day, I'm going to do it. Okay. If I don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. It's like a very impulsive decision usually. So sometimes I go out and like try to hold people's hands.
Mm-hmm. Just random person on the street, just hold their hand.
Like hold their hand or something. You know what I mean? Sometimes I just like to like interview them and ask them questions. Like usually questions like, "Am I your type?" Like, and like pretend to kiss them, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, and like flirt with you and stuff like that. Like flirting type stuff to like see their reactions. And then other times, what else do I do? What else do I do?
That's funny.
Oh, I do pickup line. I love doing the pickup line stuff.
Yeah.
The pickup line stuff is fun. That's probably my favorite one because I used to watch Simple Pickup.
Mm-hmm.
So then I want to be like those guys when I grow up.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be like Kong when I grow up. I want to do exactly what he does. Yeah.
Those videos are just so funny I'm glad that you're out here just putting a smile on all of our faces. Keep that up.
Yeah, it's just fun. Yeah, I love pranking people. It's just so fun.
It is. People just be like, what the fuck is going on? And yeah, like, and then like the acting side of you. So are there like any like fun projects or anything other acting productions that you want to tell us about, or anything upcoming that's in the works, or stuff that you've worked on in the past?
Let's see. Let me think. For acting, I haven't done as much acting. I just have done like a couple of reels and stuff, but nothing like crazy, I would say. Like nothing crazy. One day I want to be on like some sort of movie set like you.
Yeah. Well, you're in the right city, so it's definitely gonna happen.
So I have to do the networking to do that. So I have not done any networking.
Yeah.
No, I haven't even like tried to find an agent yet.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Get an agent,
I haven't even tried auditioning yet. Like I've like did like a couple auditions, but I haven't tried like really like dove into it, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like I should like maybe put more eggs in that basket.
Yeah.
Because acting is a grind. You gotta like put your reps in, and you gotta do a bunch of scripts. You probably do a bunch of scripts.
Oh yeah.
And like fucking slates.
Mm-hmm.
All how many do you do? Self tapes. That's what it's called.
Yeah. So on average, on a weekly average, I probably get maybe about like 3 or 4 like auditions throughout the week, and like it's become so much that like I know my agent is gonna hate me for saying this, but like I sometimes ignore some of the auditions because I'm like, well,
yeah, same.
Yeah,
too much work.
Yeah, because it's like, don't get me wrong, actors, I love acting like this. It's my grind and my bread and butter. But the thing about it is, because I'm doing podcasting, music, and I sometimes travel for work and stuff like that, sometimes the auditions are like, oh, we need somebody on set tomorrow. And it's like, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, it's hard.
So I think it just depends on how soon or how far out the project is. Then like for sure, I'll,
It's best to do your own acting now.
Yeah. Like I definitely love acting. I definitely love, self-tape. So to my agent, still send me like send me all those, audition notices and stuff like that. But yeah, we all have different capacities. It's all about just finding, what works best for all of us. Yeah. But I can't wait to see you in the next Hollywood film. I'll be like, I know her. She was in my podcast.
I'm going to see you on Broadway and be like, I know him. I was on a podcast with him. I know him. I was on Situaseans podcast.
Yes. So Jade, are you we're about to do the Hinge or Unhinged, and so are you ready to jump in and read some Unhinged submissions?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I love games. Let's go.
Yes. So this first one says, all I ask is that you pick me up from LAX. Is this hinged, green flag, or unhinged, red flag?
Wait, is this a girl saying this?
Or
a boy saying this?
So the first one that submitted this, they didn't put in a submission form whether male or female. They left it blank. So is it more unhinged for a guy to ask to be picked up from LAX?
I think it's pretty unhinged for a guy to ask, but if it's a girl, it's on the yellow flag.
I agree, especially because Uber drivers or even just random drivers,
that's when someone loves you.
Exactly.
Is when they pick you up from LAX. Like that's so when you know, if it's true love. So it's like, only pick me if you love me kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That's
what
true.
I get from that.
That's so true. Yeah, I agree. If it's a woman that said pick me up, I think it's cute. If a guy is like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Because it's like women, unfortunately, it's more dangerous for women to be, traveling around than it is for a guy. Guys don't have to worry about, oh God, I'm walking home late at night. So is someone going to, assault me? Versus women have to worry about that, unfortunately. So yeah, I do agree. It's Hinge if it's a woman that submitted it or someone that identifies as a woman. We love everybody here at Situaseans podcast. And unhinged if a guy or a male identifying guy says that.
Yeah.
This next one says, dating me is like fuck around and find out with a little sparkling heart emoji. Is this Hinge or unhinged?
I think it's Hinge.
What?
What, you think it's unhinged?
Oh yeah, but do tell me your side. Why do you think it's hinged?
Oh, because okay. I think this is a girl saying this.
It's definitely a girl, I think.
And she's like, she put a heart on because she's like a true like lover girl.
Yeah.
I think she like, she wants to know that you're the right dude and she wants to make sure you're the right one.
Yeah.
I think it's that kind of girl.
Yeah, and part of me is like, well, what if this is like what if this is like someone who hasn't healed from her last relationship, or just someone that's
Do you
not ready to
think
date?
it's not healed from the last relationship?
I mean, I don't think so, but I'm just saying, like, what if someone happens to have that kind of like what if someone hasn't fully healed yet? They're on the app, and they're just like, they wrote this prompt out of spite. Well, you know what? Dating me is like, fuck around and find out, because they just got out, because like they're typing the prompt, or they making the prompt while they're in their current angry state.
Oh, so you think that they're in an angry state when they're typing that out?
I don't think so, but I'm just thinking, I think half of me says that, but I don't know. But for you, like, as far as like your interpretation, I like where you're going with it, though. I think it is funny and cute, but the other side of me is like, what if they're being serious? Like, fuck around and find out what it's like to
No,
date me.
I think because she added the heart, it's like, it's like good.
Yeah.
It's like good vibes.
All right, we'll give it a yellow flag then, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I like that. Okay, this last one says, fun fact about me that surprises people. I'm allergic to seafood. Worst Asian ever.
Oh no!
With the I don't know emoji.
Oh no, X! I'm sorry, it's not gonna work out, man. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry, bro. X. That sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks. That just means you're not meant to be with me.
Yeah. I agree. As someone who loves like seafood and like just like all those different kinds of foods, like no.
I could be their friend, but I can't, kiss you.
Exactly.
I don't want your non-fish breath on me.
Right. Come on. We want that mercury poisoning. All the fish.
Give us salmonella.
Right.
Oh man, salmonella's from eggs. My bad. I made a mistake.
But you could. Well, yeah. Wait, what is it? You could get parasites. You could get parasites from like not prepared fish or whatever. Yeah, there you go. Give us all the parasites. And the mercury poisoning.
Delicious. It's like tastes like lead or something, right?
Right. Oh yeah, that's so funny. Well, thank you all so much for submitting those dating app prompts and everything. I appreciate it. Jade here, she appreciates it.
I love them.
Yeah.
More, please do more.
Yes. And you all got a whole bunch of tea from me that like the sexy side of me that none of y'all would have ever found out unless, someone just asked me. I'm an open book. So Jay, you're the first person to ask me all these personal questions.
Really? No way.
Yeah.
I love asking personal questions.
So hopefully this gets me more views, because like I'm trusting my sexual vulnerability with you all. I'm hoping you all are gonna tune in and watch and stuff and share with your friends and family. Tune in.
Tune in.
Yeah. So, Jade, can you let our listeners know where they can find you, like your social media handle or website? Let us know how we can find and connect.
So Instagram, jaed.official. That's it.
All right. Awesome. So go ahead and follow Jade and like all her content, get involved, all of it. And now whether you're on a boat, a plane, a train, you could be one of Jade's unhinged exes.
Oh, damn. That's crazy. On a boat, too.
You can take Situaseans podcast with you wherever you go. We're everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Google, what do you call it? YouTube podcasts, whatever, Spotify, and rate and review, y'all. Leave those 5-star ratings, because that helps people find the show and gets more people on. Yeah. 5 stars. Yeah. All right. Also, don't forget to go to situationspodcast.com/submit to submit your unhinged screenshots and prompts, and we'll unpack it on the show. All right. With that, I will see you all back here for the next episode in a couple of weeks. Woo-hoo!